What up, audience? I'm back. So today, audience, I'm going to be talking about yet another TV show. And today's TV show will be The 100. I cannot wait for Season 4 to start at the beginning of 2017. I think it's going to be just awesome. And yes, like I said at the beginning, there are going to be spoilers, so I'm going to give you 3 seconds, people who aren't caught up with the show, or you haven't started watching it yet. But 3, 2, 1.5, 1. Alright, spoilers are coming. Now, the real thing I'm really going to talk to you people about is what my death predictions for Season 4 will be. But first, let's start off what the story's going to be about. So, I heard that, in this season, there's going to be more, messed up natural disasters occurring, and it's going to be pretty intense. I heard that a lot of people are going to die, which is why I'm going to make death predictions, but I'm going to only make death predictions for, the main cast of characters in this show. So, let's start with the first one. Clark. Now, Clark, she's the main character of the story. The whole series started off with her and her cell being pulled out and sent down to Earth. But really, it's been her story from the beginning all the way to whenever it ends. So I think killing her off would end the entire show. So if this season is their last, which I don't think it is, then there's a 10% chance I think Clark could die. Bellamy. Now, Bellamy, he's more like the Daryl Dixon of the 100. He's that really cool character that lasts throughout most of the show and you really root for. But honestly, they killed off 2 of their really coolest characters 2 seasons in a row, Finn and Lincoln. Bellamy would be a 50% chance. Kane? Kane is one of the coolest characters in this show. I could see him being a long-term survivor, but he always seems to put his people before himself, which is a good thing. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I think with what's going to happen in this show, there might come a part where he has to sacrifice himself in order for most of his people to live. So I'd give him about a 30% chance. Abby? Now, because in this season they will be killing off a lot more people, I think, Abby, I think, would be, he could be one of those characters, probably would do the same thing that Marcus would if there's no choice left. And I think they could do it, just to kill off a character that would mean a lot to Clark and break her for the next season, possibly. Yeah, I think there is a chance, but not all that high, about 25%, I think. Octavia? Now, Octavia ended Season 3 in a very interesting way. Now, I think Octavia is probably going to lose some fans and gain some haters, so it is possible they could keep her around long enough just to redeem herself, or she could just turn into a villain and then they would have to kill her off somewhere in the series. But yeah, I think she's about a 40% chance. Jasper? Now, Jasper, even though there have been a few times where he didn't seem like the most likable character, he's always, for some reason, kind of been my favorite, even though I haven't always liked him. But I mean, I guess it is possible they could keep him around for a while because he's a pretty good character. But I could also see them killing him off in Season 4, so I would give him about a 45% chance. Monty. Monty, now he's one character that I can see lasting for quite a while. I can see him being a long-term survivor who survives the entire show. I honestly think he's pretty safe, doesn't really have to worry about death. I think him and Jasper both could be long-term survivors, but I think if one of those people were to be killed off first, it would be Jasper. Monty, for sure, is safe, about 12%. Raven? Now, Raven, yeah, I think she has a pretty high percent chance of dying. I mean, it's pretty high, but not 100%. Because I think she's still going to have a pretty big part in this season. I would give her about a 75% chance of dying. John Murphy. To be honest, I don't really see them killing off Murphy at all. I think he's going to be a character who lasts for a while, and I think he's going to start to become a really cool character in the show. He started off as kind of a jerk who no one liked, but I think he's going to get better throughout the show. but I think I'd still give him at least a 20% chance. Chancellor Jaha. Now, he's a character I think they could kill off. Like, he wasn't the best character in Season 3, but that's mainly because he was brainwashed. He could either still have a really big part in the show, or I think Season 4 might be a good time for him to go, but I would only give him about 55% chance. So, guys, there you have it. Those are my death predictions for Season 4. It could turn out completely different, but hey, they're predictions. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens 2017. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, and do subscribe.